compatibility report of the marriage of Bill and Melinda Gates. This is their love by the numbers. We're using their birth names to come up with some of the numbers in their numerology report. Bill Gates was born William Henry Gates III. Melinda was born Melinda Ann Frank. So let's start off with the soul urge number. The soul urge number is also known as the heart's desire number, and it represents our inner selves, what our deepest passions and desires are, and it's our true purpose that we mostly keep hidden. It is our true spiritual calling. So Bill has two soul urge numbers. That is because he was born William Henry Gates III, but he goes by the name Bill Gates. So you take on the vibration of the name you were born with and the name you go by. He was born a soul urge 1. Bill was born to be a leader. He is strong-willed. Success comes naturally to him if he puts in the work, and of course he certainly has. He feels a responsibility for those around him, which also makes him compassionate. His great intelligence makes him want to do things his own way in life and follow an independent path. As a soul urge 6, he feels fulfilled as a father and craves a balanced life. 6s are great CEOs. They don't mind working hard. On the shadow side, the 1 in the 6 vibration makes him capable of being unforgiving if his partner doesn't stand by their word, or if he doesn't feel validated in the relationship. He can also be controlling and a perfectionist. So Melinda's soul urge number at birth and after marriage is a 3. It's very rare for a person to change their name and keep the same soul urge number, so she is unique in that alone. She was born to inspire. She's motivating, embracing, and passionate. She's a advocate for the underdog. It is important that Melinda is able to laugh and have excellent conversation with her partner. As a 3, she is spiritual and loves to travel. 3s need a total sense of independence in a marriage or relationship. On the shadow side, the 3 can be scatterbrained at times and lose focus. If not intellectually challenged, she can get bored and lack motivation. Melinda can be too chatty. When in low vibration, she can come off as fake and superficial. So let's look at the matchup of Bill and Melinda's soul urge numbers. The soul urge 3 and 6 is a unnatural match. The 3 and 6 are creative numbers. Bill and Melinda's souls are divinely aligned with the same mission. They are here to be of service to others and uplift them. Their foundation and the desire to help others is all a part of their soul's mission and why they were together. So next, let's look at their personality numbers. Your personality number represents how others see you. It's a superficial number of all your numbers in the sense that it's just your public persona. Keep in mind, this is the vibe you give off to others that don't deeply know you and how you subconsciously want others to view you. Being that most of us only know Bill and Melinda on a public persona level, this is the personality vibration that they give off to us. So let's look at Bill's personality numbers. At birth, William was seen as someone who was instantly noticed. His aura exuded confidence. When he walked into a room, people immediately saw him as someone important. This was even before he was the Bill Gates. He is a multitasker and he has to be of utmost importance in his field. As a personality number 9, once taking on the name Bill Gates, he is seen as someone who has lots of wisdom and is still noticed when he walks into a room. He is looked up to and is counted on. He wants to make an impact on the world. On the shadow side, as personality numbers 1 and 9, Bill can be egotistical, cynical, and even a bully. When angry, he can also be uncooperative. He could also have trouble letting things go and becomes resentful. It is common for nines to shut down emotionally and become confrontational. This all stems from a fear of rejection. Melinda was born as a personality 4. She is seen as someone who is serious and intelligent. It is important for her to be the best. You will find her constantly learning. She comes off as very direct in her delivery. After marriage to Bill, her personality number changed to a 3. What's interesting about this is that 3s are seen as funny and outspoken people. Nothing like the 4 energy that Melinda was born with. 3s crave attention and glow when people sing their praises. On the shadow side of the 4-3 personality numbers, Melinda can be seen as uptight and too serious to others. She can seem like someone who doesn't know when to stop working and not able to stop and smell the roses. She can also come off as scatterbrained. She can become bored if not intellectually stimulated. So let's look at the matchup of their personality numbers. The personality 9 and 3 is considered a natural match. Bill is very protective of his family. He strives not to repeat the mistakes of his forefathers. Asking for help is hard for him. Having a mate like Melinda who is attentive keeps him from going off the rails with the pressures that he faces. Now let's look at the destiny number. Your destiny number, also known as the expression number, represents how you use your gifts and activate your true mission. This number is also very aligned with your career and how you make money. So Bill is a destiny number 3. His mission in this lifetime is to express his creativity and spread joy. He is here to be an inspiration and motivate others. The 3's mastery is communication. I believe we can see that play out in Bill's career of electronic communication and his foundation. He has the ability to see the future with a bird's eye view. On the shadow side, destiny number 3s have the tendency to believe that they can do everything alone and don't need anyone else. This trait usually presents itself when the 3 hasn't matured into their energy. They can keep their feelings to themselves and come off as dark to others. Melinda is a destiny number 6. Destiny number 6 is a person whose mission in life is to nurture others through compassion. They have a sixth sense about things and are very wise. The well-being of their loved ones and those around them is extremely important to them, and the 6 is a healer. On the shadow side, the 6 has a tendency to neglect their own well-being because they are so consumed with taking care of everyone else. They can be perfectionists themselves or criticize others. 6s can also be controlling and meddle in business they don't belong in. Arguments become a favorite pastime of the 6 when they are in low vibration. So let's look at their destiny matchup. The destiny 3 and the destiny 6 is considered a natural match. Just like their soul urge numbers, they are destined to help others as a team. It is not a coincidence they are doing just that. Next, we have the birthday number. Your birthday number represents the day you were born. This number is the reflection of how people will perceive you at first glance. Bill's day of birth is the 28th, which makes his birthday root number 1. As a birthday number 1, Bill stands out from the crowd. He has a need to always be right and commands respect. He is self-sufficient and relies on himself. His wisdom is noticed by all. On the shadow side, ones can come off to others as prideful and aggressive. They can also seem as though they feel superior to others. Melinda was born on the 15th, making her birthday number 6. She is seen as someone who is responsible and nurturing. 6s are attentive parents. They like a clean house and are always put together. So I've talked about the 6 energy previously because both Melinda and Bill exude the number 6 energy. So the shadow side also falls along with those same shadow sides. Most importantly, as a birthday 6 on the shadow side, she can neglect herself when she should be taking care of herself. So let's look at the birthday matchup. The birthday 1 and the birthday 6 is considered a challenged match. This means that Bill and Melinda's vibrations are on two different wavelengths. Since the birthday number is more about how others see you, the challenge really only lies with their public personas. So now we're on to the life path number. Your life path number represents the way in which you need to express your soul purpose. It tells you why your soul is here, what lesson you must learn while here, what makes you truly happy in life, and what about you gives you the power to manifest success. When lost in life, look to this number for guidance. It points to your natural talents and abilities. As a life path 4, Bill needs to express his soul's purpose by building a stable foundation. His lesson in this lifetime is to learn how to stay connected to both the physical and spiritual realms. He has to live his life in a way that he equally applies his values across all 4 areas of life: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. 4s love being a part of a family. Believe it or not, money is not a huge interest of a 4. They definitely strive for financial stability, but it isn't the most important thing to them. Bill likes an organized environment. A messy space is something he would not tolerate. On the shadow side, as a 4, Bill can be rigid, headstrong, a workaholic, and he can close himself off emotionally. 4s are controlling. They can be intolerant to those around them. 4s sometimes have a hard time just having fun and are often seen as dull. Melinda is a life path number 3. She needs to express her soul's purpose by inspiring. She's a creative. Her lesson in this lifetime is to learn how to express herself creatively while making an impact. 3s are optimistic, positive, charming, and motivating. As a 3, Melinda has no issues with expressing her feelings. She loves to laugh and have fun. She is also very loyal. She is definitely the one to turn to in a crisis. On the shadow side, 3s can be scattered, moody, lazy, and fake. 3s have a tendency to allow people to walk all over them and forgive easily. If not motivated, Melinda can get bored. Going down a darker path and not addressing this lack of motivation could also lead to substance abuse and addictions. So let's look at the life path matchup. The life path 4 and the life path 3 is considered a challenged match. Quite frankly, this match couldn't get any worse. While not impossible, it is extremely hard to sustain a relationship with these two energies. When you have an emotional 3 and a non-emotional 4, someone is going to be left feeling unheard. Now we're at the attitude number. Your attitude number is the outlook you present to the world. It describes how you act around others, and this number is deceiving at times. Our attitude number is like our representative. It is very different from our life path number. It could throw others off. If you ever like someone instantly after a convo with them, and then after getting to know them, you've changed your opinion, this is because they probably have clashing attitude and life path numbers. It is important for us to master our attitudes. So, as an attitude number 2, Bill comes off as easygoing. He's aware of the feelings of the people around him. He has empathetic and intuitive qualities. He's a lot more sensitive than he gives off. If you paid attention to the description of Bill's life path 4, you can see how contradictory these traits are. 2s come off as kind, compassionate, and helpful. Melinda is an attitude number 6. She comes off as someone who is caring and is always taking care of others. She is seen as organized. She probably does best in organized chaos and thrives off of being in charge. Others see her as influential and as a perfectionist. So let's look at the attitude matchup. The attitude 2 and the attitude 6 is considered a compatible match. The duality of the two who desires partnership and the nurturing nature of the two makes them want to care for each other and do things as a duo. Remember, this is the attitude number. This is what others see, and this is what we as the public see. Next, we have the maturity number. Your maturity number tells you what direction your life is headed in as you mature. You won't feel the intensity of this number until after the age of 35, sometimes a little bit earlier, and it will intensify as you get older. In compatibility, this number is the energy that indicates the longevity of a relationship. We all reach an age where we question, is this it? And is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Bill is a maturity number 7. The 7 is on the search for spiritual fulfillment and knowing oneself. He is on a quest to get answers through analysis, research, and solitude. 7s tend to become hermits in their later years if they aren't careful. This energy is more than likely where Bill gets his scientific interests. Quite frankly, Bill needs solitude in his later years, and if his partner isn't in agreement, there will be issues. Melinda is a maturity number 9. As a 9, she feels the need to be of service more and more. 9 is the humanitarian energy. Mature Melinda is more focused on being selfless rather than self-centered. So here's the maturity matchup. The maturity 7 and the maturity 9 is considered a challenge match. While no one but Bill and Melinda knows the ins and outs of their marriage, the numbers don't lie. The two of them are on different paths in their mature years. Bill is seeking answers and solitude. Melinda desires to serve others. She will need support Bill won't give willingly. The clash of these numbers also gives us some insight on why, in spite of their pending divorce, they're choosing to continue to run their foundation together. The life path number is the most important of all numbers. Bill is a 4, Melinda is a 3. Like I mentioned before, this is considered a challenge match. The biggest challenge is more than likely that Bill may not be able to provide Melinda with the lively conversation she desires. Bill provides the stability that Melinda needs in her life. This was most likely one of the things that kept their relationship strong for so long. But with any love connection, materialistic matters cannot sustain a relationship. It's the emotional and spiritual connection that provides longevity. So what do they have in common? They both have the number 3 vibration in common through their life path numbers. Bill's birthday, when added all together, is 31. Melinda's birthday, when added together, is 39. The number 3 is about expression, friends, and having fun. The two of them probably really enjoyed being around each other and traveling. They also have the number 4 vibration in common. Bill is a life path 4, and Melinda was a personality 4 at birth. Melinda probably appreciates the stability Bill provides since she was born with this energy. The number 6 vibration is another common in both their charts. Bill is a soul urge 6 and Melinda is a destiny, birthday, and attitude 6. This energy is where their foundation and the need to help others comes into play, since 6 is the nurturer. Lastly, the vibration of the number 9 is a common number in both their charts. Bill's personality number is a 9 and Melinda's maturity number is a 9. They both have the need to be humanitarians. Again, the foundation and its mission is what keeps this relationship going, even as only business partners. Life does not come without its challenges. When identified and acknowledged, you can come up with ways to overcome them. As long as the challenge doesn't become toxicity, any challenge can be overcome as long as everyone involved does their part. The birthdays 1 and 6. This challenge is all about a power struggle. They both want to be in charge, and compromise is the key to getting past this challenge. The life paths of 4 and 3. This challenge is about emotional support and stability. Bill will need to support Melinda emotionally in order to sustain a healthy relationship. The maturity 7 and 9. This challenge is about maturing on two different paths. Bill is on the search for the meaning of his existence, while Melinda is on a quest to serve humanity. So we can't talk about synastry and compatibility in romantic relationships without talking about intimacy. Intimacy is an important aspect of every romantic relationship. Numerology tells us a lot about how we perceive intimacy based on the numbers in our charts. So as far as Bill is concerned, as a life path 4, he needs a partner that takes time to make sure their physical appearance is kept up. He is attracted to physically fit and sophisticated dressed partners. Melinda. As a life path 3, compliments go a long way with her. Acknowledging the effort she puts into making herself look good for Bill should not go unnoticed by him. Turn-offs. I know we are so interested in what turns Bill and Melinda on. So let's talk about Bill first. Bill's turn-ons are a health-conscious partner, someone who's a good listener, someone who shows appreciation, kindness, and consideration. He's turned off by negativity, criticism, and someone who doesn't take pride in their appearance and hygiene. Melinda is turned on by a sense of humor, emotional expression, security, and consideration of the small things. She's turned off by neglect, a bad temper, liars, and secrets. It's important to know what personal year you and your partner are in. This number determines the number vibration for an entire year. When you and your partner are in compatible years, things can progress for the better in your relationship. When you are in a conflicting year, problems may arise. Bill and Melinda are currently in conflicting personal years. He is in a 7-year and she is in a 2-year. Bill is focused even more on his solidarity, and Melinda is going through a very emotional cycle. This resonates with their pending divorce. The numbers do not lie. That was the compatibility of Bill and Melinda Gates. If you would like to download the PDF version of this report, just click the link in the description box below. If you'd like your own compatibility report done, please also click the link in the description box below. The personal compatibility reports that I do are a lot more personal than the one that I just went over. I'll actually go through the numbers of you and your partner, as well as give advice on how to navigate through the energies, the hard times, and things of that nature. I'll also give affirmations and ways that you and your partner can connect with each other when you feel disconnected. So definitely check that out. Thanks for listening.